Hello everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and this time I'm back with a new game review. This time I'm reviewing the just released Cuphead. Boy, this game has been in development for well over 4 years. They keep having delays and delays and delays, and they finally came out with it. It was developed and published by MDHR, which is actually the abbreviations of the people that made it, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer, and it was just released on September 29th of 2017 for Xbox One and the Microsoft Windows, and it is a run-and-gun side-scroller in the style of Contra, Bullet Hell style games, and Gunstar Heroes. It features an action RPG style overworld with secret areas and upgrade shops where you can use the coins that you find throughout your side-scrolling levels to buy new abilities and charms to help you with the 30 different boss battles throughout the game. Now, overall, this game consists of roughly about 75% of the whole game is boss battles, and about 25% of it are side-scrolling action levels. Other than the 4 different overworlds that you actually traverse through, and the 6 different run-and-gun style side-scrolling levels, the main game is basically beating the 30 bosses, and you will die a lot. Fortunately, you have unlimited lives, and any upgrades or charms that you have collected and bought throughout your adventure, you do not lose. And other than the 2 different attacks that you have, one is a long distance shot and the other is a close-up scatter shot, which you can upgrade as you go through. Like, well, one of the first things I did was upgrade my scatter shot to like an 8-point scatter shot, which helps significantly. And keep in mind, the long distance shot will reach full range while the scatter shot is close up only. You also have a parry attack that you can use to counter certain attacks and revive your friends. Normally, if it's a purple, you can actually hit the A button to actually parry it. And like if you're playing a 2-player and your friend dies, if you jump up and you hit A and smack them, you can revive your friend. Now, by pairing these attacks, you can build up your meter along with attacking people normally. That allows you to do your super attack, which you can also upgrade throughout your adventure as well. Now, the co-op is not online, which is sad. Fortunately, maybe later down the road they might actually add online co-op, but right now it is just, quote, local co-op, like you and your buddy at your house. All in all, though, I think it's a lot funner that way, really. On co-op mode, one plays as Cuphead while the other player plays as his friend Mugman. And the main draw of this game, hands down, is the beautiful hand-drawn and painted animation and art style that perfectly replicates the classic 1930s cartoon style. You can definitely see the 1930s Fleischer Studios and Disney inspiration throughout this game. All the artwork, all the animation and backgrounds were meticulously hand-painted and animated in the classic style. Mainly because they said if they actually used high-tech ways of doing it, it just didn't look as good. So they went with the old-fashioned style. The only difference between that 100% and the 1930 style is this game does run at 60 frames a second. And like I said, the animation and everything, it runs and looks beautiful. Now, keep in mind, I think the classic cartoons of the day about 24 frames a second. Now, this game features well over 2.5 hours of recorded music that you can get on a standalone soundtrack. Everything from big band music to orchestra to really they did a fantastic job in recording it in a way to where it sounds just like the 1930s style sound. And in one way, that's really fantastic. But in another way, some people might find it it doesn't sound that great of quality. It's grainy, and they did that on purpose because that's basically how, like, it was almost like they made this game and they wanted it to seem like it was set in like a locker for 30 some years before you found it, so it's kind of corroded. Like the voices, the sound effects and everything really have this really weird sound effect to them to where it does sound like it is from the time. Now, here's a really fun fact about this game. The main character, Cuphead, was actually based off a 1936 Japanese propaganda cartoon where a teep cup-headed man ends up turning into into a tank. Yeah, I'm actually not kidding. Look it up. It's pretty impressive. Now, the overall plot of this game, it's a rather simplistic plot, but it does tell you the story at the beginning of the game in a nice storybook style. And, in layman's terms, you're gambling with your buddy Mugman. You get carried away. The devil shows up and offers you a deal to give you pretty much all the money in the casino if you beat him, but if you lose, he gets your souls. You roll snake eyes, so pretty much your souls are the devil's. You plead with him and make a deal with the devil that if you go and track down all the other characters' souls who owe him money and owe them their souls, that he will spare your souls. So the whole plot and quest of the game is to go around and kill the 30 plus bosses in order to get their soul contracts to give back to the devil so you can save your own souls. Now, one thing about this game that is really intense is that the bosses and their attack patterns are mostly randomized. You can get a basic idea of what they're going to do and when, but it will constantly change. And I've had certain instances where like a lot of the boss battles are multi-parts, to where you may fight like a certain enemy first. If you die multiple times on an enemy, he might not appear second or third. He might appear first to pretty much to make him the main pain in the ass for you. And even though you can kind of get a gist based on the tells of the animation of when they're going to do an attack, you can't really differentiate if where the attack is going to be, which makes it insanely difficult. And the game does have two difficulty settings. One's normal, I think one's easy, and the other's regular mode. Now the thing is if you play on easy, there's a lot less transitions. The multi-phase boss battles are less phases, but all in all, you can't progress through the game and you can't unlock new areas to get to unless you play it on the normal mode, which is actually pretty damn difficult. Now, keep in mind, this game is a digital download only with no physical copy. Hopefully they'll come out with a physical copy in the future, but currently it is planned as only a digital download, but it only costs $19.99. It's only $20 for this game, and I've heard it can take you anywhere from 10 to 15 plus hours to beat this game, and all in all, it is an insanely difficult game, and unless you like tedious bullet hell style Twitch shooters, don't let this beautiful art style and animation fool you. This is a cartoon version of a side-scrolling Demon Souls. It's beautiful to watch and a suffering nightmare to play, and I'm loving every minute of it. And if you have an Xbox One, pick it up and check it out. If you like this style game, I guarantee you are going to love the living hell out of it. You'll be screaming at the screen, but you know what? You won't put that damn controller down. You will keep playing it non-stop. This was Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I want to say thank you for everyone who subscribes to my channel. I want to say thank you for everyone who watches this video. Please leave a comment below if you're playing this game or if you plan to play on it. Leave me any recommendations of what games you would like to see me do reviews on, and I've always got to end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember people, the devil is in the details. Peace out.